Batman, issue 244. The Demon Lives Again. Herewith, another incredible chapter in the life of the world's greatest crime fighter, Batman. Come to a chalet nestled high in the Swiss Alps. Feel the clean bite of winter and listen to a distant scream of wind in endless crevices. Here, the Batman and his companions have captured Talia, daughter of arch criminal Ra's al Ghul. Here, also, they watched Raz himself die, they thought. But now a powerful figure leaps towards them, a snarl in his throat and bloodlust glittering in his eyes. The demon lives again. Minutes earlier, Raz's dead body had sunk into a foul smelling hole, the Lazarus pit, had lain there for a handful of seconds, and slowly the slab on which he lay rose. The still form stirred, erupted into furious motion. And now, it's impossible. He's dead. I examined his corpse personally. Then the legends are true. The legends that say Ra's al Ghul has been reborn many times. Yes, and more. When my father first returns to life, he has the strength of 10. A fit of madness seizes him. Careful, Ling. Don't try until we know what we're dealing with. Ling fears neither man nor ghosts. However, even as the courageous Mongolian jumps, an arm lashes out too quick to be seen, and he drops like a sack of broken twigs. I've never seen such a powerful punch. Talia is right. Raz has become superhumanly strong and insane. In this state, he might attack these innocent people. So it's my show. He's not thinking clearly. He just might fall for the oldest trick in the book. I'll fake a left hook and put everything I've got into a right. I've never hit any man harder, and he didn't blink. Please, you must see it's useless. No mortal alive can stop my father. Maybe not, Talia, but no mortal alive can stop me from trying either. In mere seconds, the struggle is finished, with the Batman fallen a victim. Don't expect to escape in the car. I'm not good at fighting, but I know machines, and I have wrecked this one. No matter, we have better transportation. Father, can you understand me? Yes. You remember the hovercraft? Thank the gods, Batman lives. Goodbye, beloved. Moments later. You okay, Batman? Yes, humiliated, but physically all right. How's Ling? Not good. He has a lot of broken bones and some internal bleeding. He needs a hospital. I can repair the damage I did to the cable car and take him down the mountain. Which leaves me with one last question. Where did Roz and Talia go? They ran in that direction. The Batman looks in the direction Molly is pointing, and suddenly there is the sound of a powerful engine. Snow shifts. The whiteness drops away to reveal sleek, shiny steel, and a strangely shaped craft lifts into the air. Some sort of hovercraft, modified for travel on this terrain. Roz and Talia are getting away clean, and there's no way we can nail them. Maybe there is. I've won a few Olympic medals on skis, and I guess what I've just found. Miss Post, you're a treasure. With these, I have at least a chance. Correction. We have a chance. I'm tired of you doing all the work. I can't permit you to endanger. To stop me, you'll have to catch me. Bye bye. Within a heartbeat, the Batman is hurtling after Molly Post. The long, steep slope in front of him is a blur, every muscle reacting to the challenge of speed, snow, and wind. Molly's good, very good. She's chosen a route that'll get us to the bottom before the hovercraft. Maybe. Unfortunately, it's also a path full of obstacles and drop offs. Hope I can finish without breaking a limb. It was bad enough being humiliated by Roz. To be shown up by Molly would be more than my pride could stand. Girl is incredible. She's gotten in front of Roz and Talia. How can she possibly hope to halt them? Then the Batman's unvoiced question is answered, for the girl heaves a ski pole at the onrushing vehicle, throws it at the spinning propeller which holds the craft aloft. Aluminum clashes with steel to perfect effect. The propeller is fouled, but the aluminum pole, unfit for such a strain, snaps. A jagged end is flung toward Molly, and ah! As Ra's al Ghul and his daughter stumble away, the Batman skips to Molly's side. The young fool ruined our vehicle. Hurry, father, we must flee. The Batman is coming, and I doubt you'll best him in combat a second time. Blast! A rotten choice. Chase Roz or get Molly to medical help. No, not really any choice at all. Guess I messed you over, huh, big fella? Getting myself stuck in the crunch. I'm sorry. Don't be, kid. You're a good girl. One of the best. And as midnight wraps the mountainside in chill darkness, the Batman returns. Luck has to go my way sooner or later. Maybe Roz left a trace, a clue. If I find something, anything to give me a start. And here it is, this bit of leather. Not much, but enough. Molly and Ling are badly injured. Madge Malone is dead, so I am left to face Ra's al Ghul alone. Guess I always knew it would be just Roz and Batman at the end. Heat, fierce and merciless, a sun that stings the eyes, and air that scorches the lungs, and hundreds of miles of sand that shimmers and glistens and burns. This is the desert, a hellish panorama of blazing emptiness that defies living creatures. Yet men do live here, and stranger still, some men prosper. You sent for many supplies, father. I see at least 50 camels. It was necessary. The detective, the Batman, destroyed several of my bases. We have much rebuilding to do. I have too few years left, daughter. I have gone to the Lazarus pit often, too often. Soon it will no longer restore life to my body. I must begin putting into effect my plan. My plan is to restore harmony to our sad planet. I have been called criminal and genius, and I am neither. I am an artist. I have a vision of an earth as clean and pure as a snow swept mountain or the desert outside. It is a vision of a madman. How dare you enter my tent unasked? I'm not about to stand on ceremony, Roz. The detective. I would say your presence is impossible if I did not know your abilities. May I ask how you found me? You dropped this, a camel's bridle, and I recalled that only tribesmen from the area decorate their animals' gear with beadwork. Then I simply observed until I saw a supply caravan going where nobody is supposed to be. Though I've never intentionally killed, I swear you will not leave here alive unless you surrender. Detective, I respect you as I respect no other. You are truly a magnificent foe. It would grieve me to call for help, to order you shot. Therefore, I offer you a bargain, a chance to earn your life. I challenge you to a duel, to the death. Do you accept? When do we begin? Immediately. Talia, bring my finest weapons. Heat, a vicious, intangible beast hungry for mortal flesh. There is the heat, and two strong men, each determined and each in his own way splendid. Two men locked in the most terrible of encounters, and a lovely woman whose tears go unseen. This long afternoon is filled with the clangor of clashing blades, and the stench of bodies strained to the limit of human endurance. The sun reddens, dims, slips behind the distant dunes. Shadows soften the harshness and creep across the wastes. Suddenly, the unexpected, the tragic, a scorpion rises into the coolness, seeking prey, and finds the Batman. You are proud, detective. You do not plead for aid, for the antidote to the poison in your blood. nor would I give it. The desert is the shaper of my destiny, and it has decreed me victor. Farewell, greatest of enemies. Come, daughter. A moment, father. A final kiss. An acrid, bitter taste. A bitterness the dying Batman is barely aware of as it touches parched lips. Until, miraculously, he feels strength flooding his tortured limbs. His pulse beat quickens. Trembling, he stands, driven by an instinct he cannot name, an instinct beyond understanding. He strides toward a certain destination, to where Ra's al Ghul stands alone, lost in solitary thought. Raz, by the gods, you pursue me past your dying. Are you man or fiend from hell? He didn't move, didn't even try to resist. Perhaps, beloved, he recognized his master. Will you take him to the authorities? I must. I am sorry. And I. Am I also to be imprisoned? Now the night is silent and filled with grief. The end. The campus coffee house at Hudson University in the town of New Carthage, where it is no ordinary freshman who notices a furtive figure sneaking out through the rear exit. No ordinary boy at all. This Dick Grayson, who runs outside to grab a costume concealed in his microbus of distinctive red and yellow. Robin, in the teenage trap. A rustle of grass, a blur of colors in the night, and, all right, pal, game's over. Let's have the bread. Huh? Huh? You're just a kid. Why'd you swipe that money from the coffee house? None of your business, costume freak. Freak, eh? The way he says it. His heart isn't where his mouth is. Okay, you got the bread. Let go of my arm. Do you know the profits from that place go towards student scholarships? Sure, I know. That's why I took it. It goes to kids from places like Gotham City Metropolis, kids who could probably afford it anyway. All those Hudson creeps are loaded. What chance is there for a local kid like me to make it to Hudson for free? Zilch! What kind of a reason is that to steal? Reason enough for me. Now, what are you going to do? Turn me in? Nope, I'm taking you home. Hop on my bike. If Bats knew how I was dealing with this kid, he'd have my head. But I have my reasons. Soon, clear across town. And don't ever let me catch you stealing again. Dig? Yeah, that's cool. I'll be sending a friend of mine to rap with you tomorrow. A Hudson student named Dick Grayson. An HU creep. Checking up on me? No way, just let me alone. All the same, you'd better lend him an ear, pal. Pal nothing. Name's Tommy. Tommy Duffy. Hey, bird boy. What you doing on our turf? Let's show how we handle guys what don't belong here. Bunch of hoodlums, junior grade. What a cruddy place this housing project must be to grow up in. What would you do if you were this teen wonder, brought up in the splendor of Wayne Manor, and suddenly found yourself in this rundown trap, facing the frustration that is poverty? Frustration whose only expression is in violence. You would fight back, of course. Do what is right. Excuse me, sir, but this seat is reserved. And then you'd break out of this teenage trap. Presently, after stealthily returning the money to the now closed coffee house, I know I'm not playing the game according to the book, letting Tommy go and covering up his petty larceny. But if there's anything college taught me, it's that if you want to solve a problem, you tackle the cause, not the symptom. As Robin climbs the drain pipe to his room at Mrs. Higgins' boarding house, because Tommy lives in a low income housing project, he thinks he's trapped there, that no one cares about him. What he needs is someone who does care about him and his future. One of those rich Hudson creeps like Dick Grayson. We teen wonders sure have our hang ups. Tomorrow we start solving some of them. The next afternoon, as flames soared up into the night to light them. Hey kid, you do all right on the guitar. You the Hudson creep Robin sent to talk to me? I am, if you're Tommy Duffy. Yeah, that's me. Only I ain't listening to no, but I'm here to listen to you. Robin told me to find out what's eating you, and that's what I'm going to do. It is hostility that Dick sees in a pair of eyes that should be too young to know what that feeling means. Hostility and fear, much like that which another kid felt years before when another tall, ominous figure, the Batman, dared a young Dick Grayson to be strong in a hostile world. And the result of that dare is now Robin, the teen wonder, who does not give up easily. Bet you don't know how to finger pick that guitar. You know how to finger pick? Show me. And over the following weeks, you got a B plus in that math test, Tommy. Great. Yeah, it's all right, I guess. Did you bring your guitar? Sure, got it in the bus. Hey, Grayson, huh? What do you college creeps want to do? Teach us how to live? Hey, wait. What have you guys got against me? You're college snobs. You don't belong here. Funny, I always thought the streets were for everyone. I better not look too good at this. I'll show those meatheads. We'll have to get that fixed, Tommy. Meantime, you can borrow mine. Your fancy 12 stringer? Only till yours is fixed. You'll keep practicing, right? 20 hours a day. Shortly, I'm going to see if I can set up a tutoring program on campus for the kids in town. It's time the students did something for them. And maybe, by the time my generation takes over, the world will have just that much less hostility. Maybe. Yeah. The end.